Good morning, everybody. Mike Griffin with Keene Building Products. The point of today's presentation is to educate everybody a little bit more on the opportunities with fluid-applied air weather barriers in a combination with Rainscreen and tangled net. We all know that within the stucco industry, detail work needs to be done correctly, whether it's dissimilar materials, making sure sealants and prevent incidental moisture from getting into the system. But knowing that things sometimes don't always happen the way we want, we're having insurance that we're building into it. And the Rainscreen not only drains out incidental moisture, but there's airflow that helps your walls dry out. So the first thing we're going to do this morning, we're going to run our fluid applied air weather barrier. He's going to take right over the substrate here. Essentially what we've got, it's liquid applied. We have two different versions. We have one we call a high penetration, which is roller and or spray applied. This is our I-Build HB, which we run with the trowel. What he's going to do here is he's going to encapsulate the whole entire surface with this fluid applied weather barrier. And one of the things that was brought up to me the other day, one of the benefits, we've actually pigmented ours not only just to match what our company color is, but the other benefit that you get from it is you can see where you have coverage on your substrate and where you do not have coverage on your substrate. This particular product is going on about 50 wet mills, which comes out to about 30 dry mills. The other benefit that we have too within the product mix that we're talking about with the SMA and what we've got here is we have NFPA 285 approval on a multitude of different systems that would be incorporating both the fluid applied as well as the Rainscreen. We've gone and done the testing to make sure that we have the fire safety things that are necessary because that's become a concern in recent years. There's a number of people here that have been in the industry for a while that want to make the industry grow further, bring younger people into it, so we figure if we do training like this, we can actually get more and more people involved. Every association that's involved in lath and plaster is represented here today. Okay, so now I'll take just a couple of seconds and we'll work over onto this other panel here and we'll start installing the drywall Rainscreen. The material he's working with here right now is the drywall Rainscreen. This happens to be our 10 millimeter. We have a 10 millimeter, an 020, and a 013, which is essentially the eighth quarter in the 10 millimeter. This particular product is by code needed in Canada. Any type of adhered veneer or stucco, you need to use this. Now what he's going to do to install this, the first thing, this is going to go over the fluid applied. He's going to fasten it 18 to 24 inches, give or take, just to hold it in place. And after he does that, then the lath attachments and the trim pieces will go over the top of it. With the entangled net, you always want to have the facing here felt that's got the dimples or what goes to the wall. He's attaching it with screws. Make sure he just gets it in place. With the 10 millimeter, it'll have a tendency on a panel this small to maybe curl on the end, so we're just going to put them in place as a demo panel. Now they're going to install the trims and the lath. This happens to be Clark Dietrich's trims, and we're going to be using Structowire lath. Structowire lath comes in a roll, not sheets. Key being the instrumental part of this is making sure that all the components are going on top of the Rainscreen. That's where you're going to get the best performance of using the Rainscreen rather than putting it in the inside of the lath. It needs to go on top. I know practices are different across the country, but the right way based on the testing to install it is what you're seeing here right now. I've been involved in the stucco industry for quite a while. One of the benefits that I've seen over the years of the evolution of stucco is from the field mixing to pre-blended and actually the incorporation of a Rainscreen, because we all know that if you properly install a system and flash it and put the right fluid applied or paper barriers on it and take attention to detail, the likelihood of having an issue is lessened. The opportunity by putting something in with a drainage plane and a Rainscreen also gives you the opportunity for airflow, convex and stuff so that the wall actually dries out. It's not something that's going to help a waterfall, but the idea behind it is that your walls can dry out as tight as we build properties now. The next step in the process when they get done with this top piece is they'll roll out the Structowire lath, and then they'll adhere the lath to the substrate based on 6 to 8 inches on the stud. That just shows where you didn't have to put too much on the Rainscreen, because the lath itself will actually hold the Rainscreen into place, so you have less penetrations into the system. The idea behind the Rainscreen is if you can put it on, get the rest of the trim on quickly, and then you can go on and lath, and then you can go ahead and brown it out. Now they're going to attach the structural wire lath. Again, it comes in rolls, not sheets. When you get this installed, and then we're going to brown it out.
Okay, now they're putting on the second layer of the structural wire lath they're putting up. As you notice, we want to make sure when we're putting this up, we get a good overlap of the lath.
What these guys are applying right now, it's a newer stucco lightweight technology from one of the manufacturers that is also a participating member of the SMA. And with that, I'm going to let Mark say a few things.
This is a scratch coat. This is going to be a 3-coat system. First coat in any plaster system is called the scratch coat. So this is what we would call a hand tool operation with a hawk and trowel. You can also use plaster pumps. And this is a lightweight product by Quikrete that we're putting on. Isaac is now kind of going back through and just smoothing it out a little bit, and then he's going to come back and he's going to show us what a scarifier is. Okay. And a scarifier is it's a tool that's to put the horizontal lines into the scratch coat. So here he's got the scarifier, so it's some guys call it a comb. You can also use a notched plaster trowel. They have a trowel that has like notches in it, like a dragon's teeth or whatever, and it goes along. The idea is to put these lines in it. There's two purposes for the lines, and I think the main purpose is that it gives it some rough key, so when the brown coat, the second coat goes on, it will bite and have something really to bite onto. That's the main reason. The other thing that's good about it is that when you moist cure, which moist curing is a very important part to do, especially in drier climates, that it slows the water down. It kind of gets into the grooves like that, and so it gets well hydrated. In this particular instance, he's wiping the edges down. This is for a demo process. If this was on a production job, what they would normally do is they would mask off these trims, and they would mask off windows. And the scratch job really is, like I said before, is the most important of the 3 coats of stucco. It's your foundation. Think of it as you're building a house. How well are you going to do if you build a lousy foundation? So this is your foundation for your cement plaster coat.
In summary, the idea behind this is to give you guys and gals an idea of what Keene Building Products and what the SMA bring to you to build a solid wall system that's going to be there to stay.